What up, dude? I'm gonna have a sell stop on the rebreak of this low here. That's 15 pips. Instant closure. $17 pips. I'm gonna have a sell stop on the rebreak of the daily low. I'm actually gonna give it a second. This level is strong. I'm gonna wait for it to break, pull back, and then rebreak. Wait for it to be like a news push. So once we break, that's what I'm looking for. I have a sell stop on the break of this 5-minute low. What up, dude? What up, Jonathan? How are you, my brother? Yeah, this is one of my worst months trading. Asian session, I am up a couple thousand pips on the year, but it's the New York session that's been fucking me. Like you see on the stream, I have 14 losses in the last year. I have like 4 losses, 5 losses in the last month in New York. Normally I lose around once to like twice a month on stream. How was your guys' day today? Holy shit. Something similar happened to Bougie, but he ended up losing a lot of money. Good shit. And a full closure too. I took a loss earlier today. I shorted right here. Same thing that happened to me the last time. And then I held and I got stopped out right here. My stop loss should have been here, but I held longer than I should have. The same exact way that I lost is the same way that I lost the last time, a couple weeks ago. Falling into the same trap. And it's only this one specific trade where it just never comes back. It's only this one specific trade. You took the same short? That was annoying, right? That shit was mad annoying. So, and that's the same kind of short that I get stuck in every single time, right? Or long, where it just never comes back and gives me a decent exit. Like you've seen the way I trade, where I bank on taking extra entries and averaging in to get out of the position and profit, right? Um, but what's it called? It just didn't give me any opportunities there, and I knew where I should have cut it, and I would have lost all of last night's gains and been maybe down 40 pips for the day. Nothing that I can't make back, right? But I slept that. I'm holding this trade for a little bit longer until we re-break the daily low. There's a fucking fly in here. What's up, Alan? How are you, bro? What's up, Nate? One minute for the 9 o'clock closure. Thirty seconds here. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. 8 o'clock closure. Are we gonna re-break the low or are we gonna pull back up? I'm gonna close it here at 14 pips. I don't like the way this hourly closed. That was whack. I gave it so many shots, so many attempts. What a closure. What a closure. What a closure, jeez. I guess I'll settle for fucking 14. So it was 17 here and 14 here, so that is 31 pips for the night already. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Walmart raising prices due to tariffs. Holy crap, it came all the way back down to the daily lows and pulled back. I'm gonna have a south stop on the break of the daily lows. Or not. I'm gonna wait on that. There's a lot of volume that just entered the market. 50 pip, 1 minute candle within 3 seconds. That's crazy. Respecting this level here. I might have a sell limit here. I'm gonna say never mind. The way this pumped, pulled back, and pushed forward, it's now forming structure on the way up if it does come up here. If it would have just kept pumping like that with no structure on the 1 minute, then I would have still taken it. But no, these candles are too big and has basically forming structure on the way up. If it does flip bullish, it just did this. Versus it doing something like this and then pulling back real quick before continuing, and then I can catch this pullback before the continuation. Alpha capital A. No. You're lying. You're trolling. Basically, you said, nah, Eddie, I'm trolling. Send me a video of it, and I'm gonna create a support ticket, and I'm gonna talk some shit. Wagwan! I am gonna tell you something. I'm gonna sell stop on the daily break of the low still. Also, something else that I wanted to say is that I was saying it earlier when there was only like 4 or 5 viewers. It's been a rough motherfucking month for me, dude. It was 100K. What did you pay? 400 bucks and they breached you? Bro, if you bought a 100K account for like anywhere between 300 for anywhere between like 300 and 500, I think you're better off buying an instant funded futures account, bro. That shit just got me right in. And it was 11 pips instant profit, and that's 21 pips. I'm closing full there. Holy shit. No other prop firm will allow you to do this like Apex does. Apex doesn't give a fuck. Apex will never breach me for that. They'll breach me for, number one, going over my 30% max drawdown limit for the day. So they don't want you to lose more than 30% of your account in drawdown in a day when it's live. They also they don't breach you like delete your account. They say you broke a rule, the money is still yours. You now have to trade profitably for 8 consecutive days before you request a payout. So let's say I broke a rule and I'm at payout. They're gonna deny my payout. My money will stay there. I just have to trade 8 consecutive days without breaking a rule, and then I can request all the money that they denied. They don't take your money away. A lot of people don't like Apex. And like there was this one dude that was like, "Oh, Apex denied my $2,000 payout." And then he's like, "But I did lose $3,000 and then make 5,000." I'm like, "That's why they denied you, bro. Your 3,000 didn't break the rules, but you over leveraging to make the 5,000 back to be 2,000 in profit in a day didn't break the rules for the max amount of profit that you can make, but it broke the consistency rule. As in, if you've been trading with 4 micros the entire time and then you just popped 40 to make that 5K, that's where they screwed you, because you inconsistently popped 40 when you normally pop 4. They'll literally say, hey, if on average I see that you enter 4 contracts, and then when you're in drawdown you enter 4 more, and then when you're in drawdown you enter 4 more, you know, you're stacking while you're in drawdown, and the most that I've ever seen you lose is around $2,000, which is not breaching any rules, and you're averaging into your position. If I start out of nowhere, start doing 10 10 10 10 20 20 20 20 20, and I make a shit ton of money off that, they might deny my payout because they're like, "Hey, bro, for the last 3 weeks, you've been using 4. Why did you up it to 20?" And then they're gonna ask why, and you're gonna have to defend yourself and maybe send a video of how you trade, and they're gonna determine, okay, that's valid, that makes sense. On evals, 100%. On evaluations, I trade with 1 to 3 contracts to pass it. This is the move that I was looking for earlier, right? From my entry here with that pop down. Um, would have been 47 pips. So I was looking for a really big position. And I was also looking to secure 3/4 here, the at 20 something pips. The runner would have hit 40 something pips, and then I would have trailed my stops here to 20 pips, and then it would have hit the stops, and this would have hit the break even point anyways. So the runner wouldn't have survived here. Full closures are the best option for me still in this and at this point in my entries. Full closures are still the best. Runners will still come back to hit my entry. See, when I full closed here, the runner came back. When I full closed here, the runner still came back. So it just makes sense for me to close full between 15 and 30 pips. That's like my sweet spot. I mean, this, yeah, even if I would have left the runner from up here, I would have gone 60 pips on the runner and then it would have pulled back and taken me out. Same thing. All of my entries get come back and get taken out again. We're up 51 pips for the session. You see this kind of trading? When I'm in New York by myself, bro, I be breaking my own rules and fucking myself. It's loading, but let's see what it's. If that's a video, it's not. You send me a picture. I don't see nothing in the picture. You know what's funny? No, I don't do live streaming during New York. So I've won 2 competitions for 250K accounts, and neither of them have sent me the 50K account. And then I followed up with them, and I guess it's top one that's delaying how long it takes for these accounts to get there. I won one with Wix and with ASFX, but I've been looking at my spam and all my emails, and I don't see top one. I should have 2 free 1-step 50K accounts. And then maybe I can trade those from time to time on stream. They're free and I can just trade them whenever. So I can literally just have a couple of top one accounts on the side that I'll never have to pay for or anything. I just leave them there. And once I pass them, they're activated. Maybe I can take some swing trades on them. So this is the same thing, right? So in the morning, as price drove up, this is where I got caught, actually. As price drove up, that I saw in the early morning, it was reversing. Once we came down to this level, I had a sell stop here at the rebreak of this low, and the sell stop activated me, and it started pumping. I tried to take a pineapple here, and when this wick came back down, it was minus like 25 pips. And then I waited and I took another pineapple here, and then when it came down to here, it was still minus like 30 pips. So I had a chance to close here at minus 25 pips, and then I had a chance to close here at minus uh 50 pips, and then I had a chance to close here at minus 100 pips, and then stop loss. I just held that for too long. Like for example, if this sell here would have started pulling back and price started re-breaking the daily highs, I would give this one attempt, right? Because we have a lot of range here that we could reject off of. So I would say, okay, I'm gonna wait for it to break the daily high, grab orders from here, and then start rejecting, and that's where I'll take my pineapple and I'll use that as a stop loss. And then if it re-breaks that and continues up to these higher levels, that's like an extra 170 pips. I'm not interested in holding another 170 pips when this is already 180 pips. That's a 300 pip hold. So anything above here, I would wait for a range to form and then I'll use that. So I'll usually use my daily ranges as my stop losses. So that's why I like to trade market opens, because the daily ranges are small. And I like to trade NYSE open. I like to trade COMEX open, because they either push you to one end of the range or get you through the range or bounce off the range with more precision or more higher probability. Which I'm trying to hire somebody else so that I can fucking chill out, bro. I run a business with my cousin, and we're getting to the point where we're doing the majority of the work and we're starting to get overwhelmed, so we're gonna need to start looking for another person. I've been trying to hire my boy, but he doesn't want to fucking come. I'm like, bro, your boss has been telling you that you're gonna move up in position since last year in November when we first talked. He told you were gonna start doing sales, didn't he? He's like, yeah, but it's not summer yet. It's not busy enough to do sales. And I'm like, bro, my brother in Christ. Look at this money printer here. I'm gonna have a sell stop on the rebreak of this 15 low. My cousin and I run an air conditioning company. It's actually very strong here. I'm gonna wait. Even if it does drive, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait for us to confirm that we can blast through this area. I don't want to get stuck in the chop here. See how hard we rejected? If we do come back down and activate me, I don't know how steep it'll come before rejecting again. And I'm not trying to scalp 7 pips. I'm trying to catch the rebreak of the low. The next range is 30 pips away. So we can literally hold all the way there. And then our runner can run like 60 pips here. See how our runner here hit this level and pulled back? If we can get an entry somewhere down here, our runner might be able to hit this level here before pulling back, which gives us, you know, 70 pips of range before a first pullback. Oh, sorry. How did you lose all your equity in 5 pips? What the hell? What the heliante? What the heliante? That would have been a good 9 pipper. Those positions are not super high probability, this little continuation here. Ah, bro, that's annoying. These fundeds for life, bro. I don't know. I like these funded accounts too much, and I think the probability of being able to milk them is too easy. I'm gonna market execute a sell here. We've just closed below, we've grabbed orders, we've rejected off this area here on the lower time frame. So this candle here with the rejection gave us 185 pips in one 30-minute candle at 7:30 in the morning. So I'm thinking this candle should push us here at least to the daily lows, which is, I don't know, 26 pips here. One more push and I think I would go break even. Alright. So that's a break even trade. I'm gonna close it manually because the break even didn't. So that tapped my break even. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Have another sell stop on the rebreak of the daily low here. We have momentum. This one took me out break even. It is what it is. What the heliante? What the heliante, brother? Don't, Donald Trump. Daily money printer to the bottom of the range here is the idea. Do we have enough momentum to push now, or are we gonna, after this push, are we gonna start to range a little bit and then push later? That's the question. The ideal entry for me was the break of the low for that pop that we usually get. $30-minute no top wick. Why you gotta do me like that? Still bearish below the range. We might see a pullback here and I hover around these areas before pushing down. If it pushes down now, I won't be mad. That's the re-break of the low here. It just, did it re-break? No. It just barely broke it again. This candle's jumping. Doing some jumping jacks. Closing below, forming structure. I think this is likely going to be the 30-minute bottom wick before flipping bullish, so I'm not looking to hold too far on this. That hit 11. Ideally, I should have been able to see 11. You are in a trade, you took break even, I took break even on this entry here. Or sorry, on the first entry here. Money printing on the 2-minute. This is primed for a dump. What up, dog? Hold up, what the fuck? Ah. Wait, are you trying to call me, dog? That's the same idea that we're taking right now, as far as the same entry. That you got fucked on, we're taking that same entry right now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna close here full. $63 pips, 64 pips for the session. Excusez-moi. Yo, I don't know about you guys, if you guys used to ever play with fingerboards, but I started buying them again, and I built a little mini picnic table out of Jenga blocks and a rail. Not only do I play with toys, but I play with toys. With big boy toys. Technically, this is a pistol, and I can conceal and carry this. No, the bubble gun is this one. With bubble bullets. Yeah, it's a Ruger LC9. The Ruger LC9 is a 9mm version of the 380. The 380 is a little bit better because it has more customizable. It has a customizable stock, not a customizable stock. It's more customizable. You can put a 60 round drum on it. You can put a 60 round drum on it, whereas on mine it has 0 attachments. There's nothing I can get from mine. The extended mag on mine holds 9. The extended mag on the Ruger, the 380, the LC9C, I think that's the newer version, right? With where it's like half like iron and the other half is like a different metal. Mine is like from 2000. Mine is 7 years old. Yeah, mine is the old version. And then I put a laser light laser in the front. Did you enter again to sell after the 30-minute rebreak of the low? No, I held my sell. Mine is like 9 years old actually. Huh. So then that version isn't new. It's the same. I don't know why mine is all fully. Mine's heavier than my front. My front has the one where it's like half iron and the other half is like a light gray. And his is like much lighter than mine. But the 380, bro, I saw some guy on YouTube who had a 60 round drum. Bro, this is wild. This is why I want to trade mine in for the 380. The 380 bullet is not bad. 9mm is better, but bro, you're not gonna run away from 60 bullets, dog. Come on now. LCP 380, 60 round mag. Look at this. And your shit got jammed, bro. He said the mags ain't shit, but look at that, bro. That shit's wild. That 60 round mag, bro, that is wild. When I go to the range, I only gotta put it in once, and then I just gotta sit there. Some of my most viral videos on YouTube are just of my guns, me reloading them. Check his video out. Oh, what the hell? Nope, that's not gonna work.
So I was gonna start blasting at the op. So I was gonna start blasting at the ops, like bah, 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 bah.
Dinner's ready.
Alright, 1 minute.
No, put your toys away. Dinner's ready.
Man. So I was gonna start blasting at the ops, like bah, 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 bah.
Dinner's ready.
Alright, 1 minute.
No, put your toys away. Dinner's ready.
Man. So I was gonna start blasting at the ops.
Dinner's ready. Man. Alright. So I was gonna start blasting at the ops. I don't use the big one to walk down. I use the little one because it's faster. There's been a couple times where I've heard some noise in the middle of the night and I just get up and start fucking. First thing is first, I get my gun, then I get my phone and I turn the flashlight on my phone and start recording. And I have my phone on one side and my gun on the other, and I'm just walking down my stairs saying, telling to my dog, get him, and then my dog just starts barking. My dog doesn't attack, he just barks like he's about to kill somebody as he hides. So I just yell, get him, and he just starts barking his head off as I'm walking down the stairs. They kind of scare somebody if somebody's in my house. They'll think, damn, he's got an attack dog. Damn, he's got a blicky. And they're out. Yeah, women don't like guns. I've been trying to take my girl shooting and she's like, I don't do that. I don't do that. Alright. My dog is like this big. A bulletproof vest would weigh more than him. That video of the gun had 11,000 views. It's one of my most popular gun videos. Bro, I'm gonna explain something to you. Apex did me dirty as well. But they threw all of the not secret rules, but rules that I should have read and threw them all in my face and said, "Listen, buddy, this is your fucking fault." So, I'm gonna tell you how I lost all of my funded accounts. I had 150K in funding in the beginning of the year, and I was well on my way to pay out. And I entered a trade at 9:30 on the dot. Instantly, the trade disappeared, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I refresh Trading View, nothing. I try to log into my broker, nothing. I try to log in again, nothing. I try to log in again, nothing. I connect to Wi-Fi, try to log in, nothing. I go online, I try to the web app, nothing. I have a position open. No stop loss. 9:30. Within like 30 minutes of me trying to log in and out, 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 I'm not able to get in, bro. I can't get into my account and my trade's running. After an hour, it was like 45 minutes that passed, I get the notification that my accounts are liquidated. And then I get a notification saying, your broker Tradeovate is having maintenance, unavailable right now. So I immediately contact Apex and tell them what's going on, and they said, well, because the applications were down and the TradingView web app was down, doesn't mean the Tradeovate web application was down too. So just because the three other methods you had of accessing your account were down doesn't mean this other one method that nobody ever uses wasn't working. So how am I supposed to assume if it says Tradeovate is having maintenance that I can just go on the web app and log in on the web app, because Tradeovate maintenance means application maintenance, not web application maintenance? So that's what they said to me. They said, if you would have read the master rules, it says you should always have the web application open just in case any of the other methods glitch. They literally have a rule for that specific reason. If any of the other applications have a glitch, because they're applications that are downloaded onto your system, if your system has a glitch, the application loses connection and it can give you false errors. The web application, all it takes is a refresh for it to connect to a new server and it starts working again. So imagine, I'm thinking, damn, my service, my phone is, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, flapping my phone, thinking it's my phone's service that's the problem. And the whole time, they're like, yeah, that's right, we did see that your service went down, but you could have went on the web app. Like, the web app works on a different server than it works on on a different method. The web application, you just refresh it and it works again. Crazy, bro. They did me dirty too. But what happened? I said, I'm gonna get funded again and I'm gonna bankrupt you. And I did. I got two 300K funded accounts and they're both in hella fucking drawdown. So, joke's on me, but that's 300, that's 600K, baby. Eventually, 2% a month off the 300Ks, no brainer. I've used 4 contracts and I'm up 60 pips for the night. The black candle on the screen is a daily candle. So you saw how I was taking a rebreak of the low here? That's the rebreak of the daily low. Didn't sleep for days, bro. That gut-wrenching feeling when you're like, ugh. And then you're just thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Do I have mental problems? What's wrong with me? Those are the days, bro, where you really start beating yourself up. It's really for the better. Everybody's a little bit different. Yeah, bro, you're like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to trade, but why do I keep doing the same shit over and over again? It's like, you just don't want to make money, bro. You just don't want to make money. That's what it is. Because nobody who knows how to trade like you would be doing this dumb shit. That's how I say to myself sometimes, bro. You just want to be a brokey. Tighten the fuck up. I'm very aggressive with myself. I don't know. Growing up Cuban, bro, that's the only way that I got better. My family, everybody would make fun of me because I was like the smallest in the group, and I was like, alright, bro. I'm gonna buy a house before all of you. I'm gonna make more money than all of you. I'm gonna drive a nicer car than all of you. And then you're gonna be coming up to me and be like, yo, how do I buy a house, bro? How much do I need? Yeah, bro, when you become an idiot sandwich, it's good to open up that trading journal and say, yo, you know what you're doing, bro. You don't need to make these mistakes anymore. You know what you're doing. Over the long run, it works out. Stop making these dumb mistakes. If you missed a trade, brother, there was 4 trades tonight. If I missed one, if I missed one out of the 4 trades, who fucking cares? You see what I'm saying? Like, I just have to keep reminding myself and not be impatient. Was you advised? 100% gotta let go of that instant gratification, bro. I find myself going on these long streaks of discipline and then out of nowhere falling into that instant gratification. And I can see it in my life. It goes from breaking one little discipline and then that domino affects into other things. Like if you've been going to the gym consistently every single day, you've been hitting your vitamins every single day, you've been hitting your protein every single day, the second that you start missing the vitamins, then you're going to start missing the protein, and then you're going to start missing the gym, and it just snowballs into everything. The second you start missing your vitamins, you're going to start looking at your trading and say, okay, I can go without this one confluence. It's like your day. You had 3 confluences and now you skipped one, and you're trading, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I see these 3 things, but I kind of see this other thing. Let me ignore it. Same way you ignored your vitamins, it's the same mentality, bro. I was thinking of a sell limit here, but I don't like how we came up on the 30 with that beautiful 30 bottom wick. 15-minute bottom wick, 5-minute bottom wick. The only thing that's like a little sketchy is the 3. But it looks like we're gonna start to drive through here. We have a hourly closure coming up in a couple of minutes. Let me use the bathroom again. Be back. Yes, you really need the gym, bro. You're gonna end up at the chiropractor if you don't go to the gym. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? My dad, my uncle, my cousin, and I, we all work in the same field. We were all raised together. We all eat the same food, the same Cuban food. The difference is I work out and they don't. I'm 35 pounds heavier than my cousin, heavier than my dad, and then my uncle. And I can lift 10 times more than any of them could have ever thought they could ever lift in their life. And we go to work and we do a hard job and they're and I get out and I'm like, "All right, time to go to the gym." He's like, "What do you mean? You're going to go to the gym after this?" I'm like, "Yeah. I kill myself at the gym so that everyday life and everyday work can be a piece of cake." If I have to lift a heavy 100-pound box every day at work, I'm going to lift a 200-pound box at the gym so that when I lift that 100-pound box at work, it's easy and cake. Everybody goes home and says, "Oh, my back." And I'm like, "What? Your back, bro? This is light." So I do about 5 miles a day. Sorry, 3 to 5 miles a day. On a good day, 5. On a bad day, 3. So, non-stop, I can go a long time, bro. The other day, I usually don't do any cardio, but the other day, I didn't feel like working out, but my girlfriend was doing cardio, and I was like, I can do a mile real quick. And I just walked a mile on floor for like 18 minutes. I think it took me 18 minutes to do the mile. I just got off and dipped, like zero out of breath. Now my job is the cardio. 5 miles is like 12 kilometers, 13 kilometers a day. "33 seconds. No, I don't run. I walk. I don't like running. What's miles to kilometers? I'll tell you how much I did today. Today was, I would say, like a medium day. Yeah, today I only did 3 miles. So I did 4.8 kilometers today. On a good day where I do 5 miles, that's 8 kilometers. Not 12, I'm sorry. .7 miles today. My average is around 3.3 miles. That was a good VWAP rejection. See if we can form some structure here before coming down. It might not. I don't want it to money print bullish. 10 seconds, let's see. Gotta be patient. Alright, I'm gonna have a sell stop on that break of the low. What could stop us here? I mean, how easy can it get, bro? 13 pips. 73, 75 pips for the session. I thought I heard someone saying yo, yo, but like my cousin's coming over and I usually he knows how to get in, so I thought that I accidentally didn't leave him. I thought he didn't have a key or something. Damn, I wanted a top wick on that 5. Whoa, but that 3 already has a massive top wick. That rebreak is bad. How much range? 9, 16, 29. Cause see, if it's gonna respect this as the daily low, we're gonna bounce off these levels here. Back up. Give you a chance to get out again in profit. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have a rebreak of the daily low sell stop again. This is just so beautiful. I am loving this price action. So we filled this range. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Let's give ourselves more confirmation on this 5 to ensure that we're not gonna respect these lows because we don't have a top wick here. I know on the lower time frame we do, and this could still push. It did, it just pushed all the way. Damn, that pushed 23 pips in a second. But you see these kind of entries, bro? If we had a 5-minute top wick there, I would have held that. So we've officially hit a very strong level. We've hit, we got a low here, we got a low here, we got a low here, here. And we're just about at that low. Where's that 5-minute no top wick? Here. What's this wick fill? Alright, I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of this low for the wick fill. What do we got? 16 pips. That's just easy 10 pips. Holy shit. That's just easy. And I'll kickflip for the dubskis. Not always this easy, bro. Sometimes every time I try to take an entry, it's instant DD simulator. Like for a week, bro, every trade went into fucking drawdown. Every trade. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 W's tonight. Damn, we broke 100 W's, 101. Fuck yes. Damn, it doesn't let me, everything is lagging for me right now. No, I'm just lagging. The music is muted. Thanks for including me. What? Me hoy, me hoy, hoy. I'm waiting for my cousin to pull up, bro. This guy is fucking taking forever. Look at this dump. Daily money printer in action. Where are we gonna drive down to? This is a really good target right here. Possibly this wick here. So that puts us 19 pips away. I'm just gonna keep taking sells here. Actually, let's wait this 15-minute out. Oof, I almost got impatient there. 15-minute, let's wait it. Fredo, where you at, dog? I've already pre-smoked all the blunts we were gonna smoke together. The fact that it's driving down first without a top wick, I don't like. You see how every drive here had a top wick? Gay. You are a suspect. You're part of the LGBTQIA two-spirit. If you don't give me a top wick and give me a proper structure, I cannot take a sell stop. Even if it drives. This is just momentum. Doesn't matter where you enter, it'll work. It's just one of those nights where it's just gonna keep dumping. It's up to you to see your setup and take it, and that's your edge. Your analysis could be it's going to dump all night, and maybe you're 100% correct. But where the trader in you is you looking for your edge within that analysis and only taking your edge when your edge shows up. If you don't get your edge but it drives, hey, your edge didn't show up. Your edge is what gives you the high probability of winning the trade. We hit a daily level here. This is a daily wick. So let's see what we do here. This is the daily target for the money printer, right? 44 pips away. the 15-minute no top wick. So we need, so the same way this 15-minute had no top wick, but if you look on the smaller time frame, you already had prior wicks in the area before. You already have prior wicks in the area before here. This is just gonna keep coming down. But where can I stop loss be? It would have to be massive. It would just have to be a quick in and out trade. It wouldn't be something that you can hold for a long time. There's not much stops. This is what you would be holding if you were a swing trader. And when you're scalping this, you just try to get in and out. $32.25.7 is on futures. Farzo. What up, Chris Miranda? How you doing, bro? You're a little late there, bud. We're up like 70 pips for the session. 80 pips for the session. We're up like 8 wins. Bringing that account back at a drawdown slower than a motherfucker. But it's straight up. Because at the pace I'm going, at the end of the year, I think that'll be like 12% each account. 12% by the end of the year. Barely doing what the market does, but it's 200-300Ks. That's 60 wow. Working slow and steady wins the race. Look at that dump. This is full target. Full target has been reached. Yeah, full money printer target on the daily candle has been reached. Look at that pullback off that daily level. Nice. Full target has been reached, right? I gotta wait for this 30 closure to see what's going on now. Look at that bounce off the daily level. What a nice money printer. I like that idea, Kelvin. Sorry. Rebreak of the low here, wow. Now I gotta wait for that 30. That was good though. I'm gonna have a buy stop if we break this high here. We got 23 pips to the flip of the 5-minute here. To the flip of the 15. Agreed. I I like that idea. I'm thinking off this daily level that we tapped, we should get a fat retracement. So we already tapped it, we retraced to this level here. If we re-break that high, that would be giving us a 15-minute top wick after tapping into these lows, which the 15-minute needs a top wick, which my target is already before that, and then I'll leave a runner just in case that 15 flips for like a good 50-60 pips, probably to here. Let's see, so we made a low, we rebroke the daily low. A flip bullish would be nice. That would be the double bottom now. So we actually have a couple of minutes for a 30-minute closure. 30 minutes gonna close fully bearish. We're respecting this level here, respecting this level here, respecting this level here. A bottom wick and a flip bullish would be very nice. So let me delete all of this and wait for that 30. I might have deleted it, just put it back, but let's wait an extra 30 seconds. That's beautiful. That's what I was looking for a buy entry there, because it's the daily level. And that shit, 69 pips. Holy shit, bro. That's beautiful. Sniper entry. We respect it. If we come down for a bottom wick first and then flip bullish, I'll keep my entry there. A rebreak of the low might give us a nice push, but if we flip bullish again after that, it would be even nicer. The reason that I'm looking for buys now instead of continuation of sells is because we've already hit my target, and the 30-minute closed respecting the target. If the 30-minute would have closed below the target, then that would have been a little bit more inclined to continue taking sells. But we closed respecting this level, and all of these levels here, which is also a daily level over here on this side. And then we have lows down here that we can possibly tap before coming up, but it's 100 pips away. So if any bottom wick into these areas here and then a flip bullish would be nice. So I really don't have a target here. If we had to have closed below for me to take a continuation sell. If this thing keeps dumping and re-breaks the low and starts to come down towards these areas with no signs of it pulling back, then yeah, I'll delete that buy stop. But because this is a daily level, I think that we might get a nice push. You weren't fast enough for that. It be like that, big doggy. It be like that, big dog. many more trades? I don't know, bro. As many opportunities as I see. And so did Wix. Beautiful, bro. How's Wix's arm? The thing is that shoulder pain is one of the worst pains, I can tell you for sure. Like my back pain, I've been able to work through it, but my shoulder pain, bro, I wouldn't be able to work through a shoulder pain. What time is it for you, Farzo? I got x-rays today. They have a separated AC joint left shoulder. Crazy you mentioned that. Damn. Left shoulder? I think it's Wix's right shoulder that's down. Is Jeez, bro. Hope that shit gets better. Separated AC joint left shoulder. That's probably what Wix has. Or nah. So far, oh, it's 4:37 a.m. dog. Holy shit! It is 9:38 for me. Crazy that you're up, bro. And then Donvo, you go to Donvo is like what, 5 o'clock for you? I'm kind of like this little retrace then up for the fill MSL, hopefully. Yeah, it's looking like a no-go here. Deleted that. What's good, fam? What are you? How you doing, bro? This, if it keeps respecting here, that's clean. To be honest, I think that's it for me. But I'll still be able to look and see if something else pops up. Help you guys out. Yeah, I'm going to sleep after stream. A rebreak of the low after rejecting the support, creating all of these levels here and coming back down. That's actually pretty valid for a nice little 50 pip range, dude. No more life, lol. That rebreak of the low. Nice little pop. Yeah, those are the best moments. Usually my cousin hangs out with me during the stream, after stream for a bit. Facts. When you lose your family, money ain't shit. What a dump. What up, dude? We're up like 80 pips for the night. 7 trades. between 12 and 17 pips a trade. So we're up like more than like 80 something. I would have taken that rebreak of the low there, but I called it. But I called it. You guys know Raja, right? Raja Banks. Well, I was watching a YouTuber that likes to expose people, and he decided to go through Raja's live stream P&L versus what he claims his P&L is outside of stream. Outside of stream, he has like a 70% win rate. Look at this dump, bro. On stream, he's got a 30% win rate, and he's all-time negative out of his entire career streaming, pips-wise. The guy went through every stream and counted the profit for every stream one by one with a link to every stream. No, not Iman. Bullseye Trading. There was a video of him showing how he can fake his IC market withdrawals to his students. And he was in a Zoom class teaching his students, and he taught his students how to fake withdrawals from IC markets. I'm like, damn, dude. I screen recorded it and sent it in the Discord. I'll find it. I have notifications every time this guy posts something. Why'd you delete his fucking Twitter again? I'm gonna find the video for you.
I called all that market. It's like music. Somebody was making just don't make any sense. Still don't make any sense. Like this community. Withdraw, right? 500,000. That's a withdrawal. Like it's a screenshot taken here, but that's it. Show you something. Six million. Let me show you the desktop.
Even,
Bank accounts.
even on MT5.
4 million. Ready? Now, maybe that's real, right? Or maybe it's not real, right? But what's real?
You thought I was lying. You were like, Eddie, come on, dog. Stop believing everything you see on the internet. Nah, man. You know Daniel Savage? It's on Twitter.
Who sold? Why would you sell? Why? Why? Why, my nigga? Why, my nigga? Why, my nigga? Why would you sell, my nigga? Come on, my nigga.
This house of work.
Bro. Raja is wild. Look at this.
I started robbing people on Instagram and shit. Ooh, for 17 years old, pretending to be a 20-year-old that had a Maserati and a BMW. You know, my sister's dad, he used to make me do drop-offs, right? So whatever the gas station, there was 2 gas stations. Whatever the 2 gas stations would make in 2 weeks in cash and car wash, whatever that was, he used to give me the car. He used to give me his car to go drive to the bank and deposit that. So I used to take pictures and videos with like 20 racks, 30 racks, you know, here and there. I used to tell people like, yo, I can make money, like this is not. And nigga, I used to rob, bro. Nigga, I started doing the same damn thing. I started robbing people on Instagram and shit. Ooh, for 17 years old, pretending to be a 20-year-old that had a Maserati and a BMW. You know, my sister's dad, he used to make me do drop-offs, right? So whatever the gas station, there was 2 gas stations. Whatever the 2 gas stations would make in 2 weeks in cash and car wash, whatever that was, he used to give me the car. He used to give me his car to go drive to the bank and deposit that. So I used to take pictures and videos with like 20 racks, 30 racks, you know, here and there. I used to tell people like, yo, I can make money, like this.
His stepsister's dad. So his stepsister, I guess her mom was married to his dad, so her dad on her side. I think he said his stepsister. Oh, Daniel Savage was selling an algorithm, right? Telling everybody he was selling an algo, and look what he look.
Somebody tell us, 50-year-old pedophile, smelly foot chicken motherfucker. It wasn't a gold algo, you stupid fucking retards. They were literally traded on other pairs that blew it. It was not even a gold trade that blew the count. Stupid fucks. This Indian chicken curry smelly foot fuck literally moved out of Canada to go to Pakistan so that way you can scam people through his broker. Like, bro, like you're nobody cares about you no more, bro. Like you're irrelevant. Like what? You're on a nasty. Leave my name out your mouth, bro. You fucking left the country to go scam, bro. Like
That he snapped on Daniel, on Raja.
bitch.
Look, Daniel Savage messaged him. Listen to this.
Such a bitch. To the phone, you pussy. Such a bitch.
Oh, I got you. I know why you can't hear anything.
Should be a higher probability for price to continue. God, you're such a bitch. Answer the phone, you pussy. You're such a bitch. Who sold? Why would you sell? Why? Why, my nigga? Why, my nigga? Why, my nigga? Why would you sell, my nigga? Come on, my nigga. Who sold? Why would you sell?
Bro. That's hilarious. I got another one. There's more. I got more for you. Let's see. Nah, this guy deleted his Instagram. I'm gonna send you in the Discord. The profile so you can see the videos yourself. So Not only is this man been exposed, there's evidence and videos of him exposing how he fakes payouts. Why do you talk shit, bro? One time I called him gay, and then he called me gay back. And I'm like, wow, what a response. But alright, gang. Have a wonderful night. Beautiful, undefeated session. 7 for 7. Banger trades. Instant profit. Almost no DD all night. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Thank you, Vishwa Patel. I appreciate you for showing up. I fuck with you. I said your name right. Take it easy, gang. I'm going to update the record. And we at 100 for the night.